Have you ever stopped to wonder how the global economic situation affects young people, particularly in Africa? In the grand scheme of things, the world economy may seem like a distant, nebulous concept, but let's take a closer look, shall we? Currently, the global economic situation can be likened to a roller coaster ride, unpredictable with plenty of ups and downs. Now, this roller coaster ride is not the fun-filled, adrenaline-pumping experience you might be thinking of. Instead, it's one that brings along a myriad of challenges, particularly for the youth. From New York to Nairobi, from Beijing to Bamako, young people worldwide are feeling the pinch. The impact is even more pronounced in Africa, a continent that's home to some of the world's youngest populations. Imagine being a young person in this era, full of energy, ideas, and dreams, only to be met with rising unemployment rates. It's like gearing up for a sprint, only to find the track riddled with hurdles. The increasing cost of living, too, is a significant challenge. Basic necessities such as food, housing, fuel, and transportation are becoming more expensive, leaving many young Africans grappling to make ends meet. And then, there are limited opportunities for growth and development. With economic instability comes a reluctance from businesses to invest and expand, which means fewer job openings, less entrepreneurial opportunities, and diminished prospects for career advancement. This is not a tale of doom and gloom, though. It's a call to action and a call to understanding. It's a call to recognize the resilience of Africa's youth, who, despite these challenges, continue to strive for a better future. Yet, it's also a poignant reminder. A reminder that these economic challenges are not just statistics on a page or numbers in a report. They are the lived realities of millions of young people. And so, the question remains, how does this global phenomenon trickle down to the life of an individual young African? Stay tuned as we delve deeper into this topic from a young African perspective. Let's consider the story of John, a young African who has been directly affected by the global economic situation. John, like many of his peers, had dreams that were larger than life. He aspired to earn a degree, secure a well-paying job, and maybe one day start a family of his own. However, the current global economic climate has cast a shadow over these dreams. John was halfway through his university education when the economic crunch hit. The rising cost of living, coupled with skyrocketing tuition fees, made it impossible for him to continue his studies. His parents, who were already struggling to make ends meet, couldn't afford to keep him in school. So, John had to make a tough decision. He dropped out. John's story doesn't end there. Despite the setback, he refused to give up. He started looking for jobs, any job that would help him support his family. But the job market wasn't forgiving either. High unemployment rates, especially among the youth, were a stark reality. Yet John remained resilient. He turned to innovative ways to earn a living. He started a small vegetable garden in his backyard and began selling the produce within his community. John's story is, unfortunately, not unique. Many young Africans are facing similar challenges. Education, once seen as a ticket out of poverty, has become a luxury many cannot afford. Employment opportunities are scarce, and when they do exist, they are often not enough to meet the rising cost of living. But just like John, many young Africans are showing remarkable resilience. They are finding innovative ways to navigate these tough economic times. They are starting small businesses, embracing digital technology, and creating opportunities for themselves and their communities. John's story is but one of the many untold stories of young Africans facing the brunt of the global economic crisis. His tale is a testament to the strength, resilience, and innovative spirit of Africa's youth, a beacon of hope amidst the storm. The stories of young Africans like John bring to light the deep-seated effects of the global economic situation on Africa's youth. Across the continent, these young minds are facing a myriad of challenges, all exacerbated by the current economic climate. Let's start with the elephant in the room, unemployment. A key concern for Africa's young population is the high rate of joblessness. With economies around the world struggling to recover, job creation has crawled to a near standstill, leaving millions of young Africans in a state of uncertainty. This problem is further worsened by the rising cost of living. Inflation, another byproduct of the global economic situation, is hitting Africa's youth hard. The prices of basic commodities have skyrocketed, leading to a drastic increase in the cost of living. This has, in turn, led to a reduction in their purchasing power, making it tough for them to meet their daily needs. Education, the bedrock of any society's advancement, is also taking a hit. With the rising cost of education and the struggle to afford basic necessities, many young Africans are forced to abandon their academic pursuits. This is a loss not just for them, but for the whole continent, as it risks losing its potential future leaders, innovators, and change-makers. The domino effect doesn't stop there. The health sector is also feeling the pinch. With rising healthcare costs and lowered incomes, access to quality healthcare is becoming increasingly challenging for Africa's youth. This is a critical issue, as health is wealth, and a healthy youth is the cornerstone for a prosperous future. The ripple effects of the global economic situation on African youth are indeed alarming. It's a chain reaction, from unemployment to inflated living costs, to compromised education and health. Each link in this chain adds another layer of hardship to the already challenging lives of young Africans. The consequences are far-reaching and require immediate attention and action. It's high time we turned our gaze towards these issues and worked towards creating a more inclusive and supportive environment for Africa's youth. Their resilience in the face of adversity is commendable, but it's time we move from mere commendation to concrete action. Despite the challenges, there is a silver lining. Young Africans are not just surviving, they are finding innovative ways to thrive. Now let's explore some recommendations that can help African youth navigate these tough economic times. First on the list is skills development. It's crucial to engage in lifelong learning to keep abreast of the rapidly changing world of work. Whether it's coding, digital marketing, or sustainable agriculture, acquiring a diverse set of skills can open up a world of opportunities. You don't necessarily need a formal education to do this. There are numerous online platforms offering free or affordable courses in a variety of fields. Feel free to request links of your specific skills needs, and we'll gladly share with you. Next, let's talk about entrepreneurship. It's no secret that some of the world's most successful businesses were born during times of economic hardship. This is the time for young Africans to tap into their creativity, to solve local problems with global relevance. Take the example of a young Nigerian who turned plastic waste into building materials. Not only is he solving an environmental issue, but he's also creating jobs and contributing to the local economy. Leveraging technology for economic growth is another key strategy. Africa is the fastest growing digital consumer market and the second largest mobile market in the world. This presents an enormous potential for digital businesses. From e-commerce, e-trade, remote work to fintech, there are countless opportunities for young Africans to harness the power of technology to create innovative solutions. Lastly, let's not forget the power of networking and mentorship. Building relationships with like-minded individuals and learning from those who have walked the path before can significantly fast-track your success journey. Remember, it's not always about what you know, but who you know. In conclusion, while the global economic situation may seem daunting, it presents an opportunity for young Africans to innovate, create, and redefine their future. The story of Africa is not just one of survival, but of resilience and innovation. In the midst of adversity, the youth of Africa continue to rise, redefine their narrative, and shape their destiny. If you enjoyed this video and found it informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe at Young African Perspective. Leave a comment telling us your thoughts and any topics you'd like us to cover in subsequent episodes. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and keep exploring the world with us.